Module 4 Late Antiquity and the Early Middle Ages. We will begin this module with a look at the late Roman Empire and examine the reforms of Diocletian and Constantine and to what extent these reforms were successful. We will then move on to the Germanic kingdoms. We will look at the changes that the Germanic peoples made to the political, economic, and social conditions of the Western Roman Empire, and we will also look at the main features of Germanic law and society and how those differed from the Romans. We will then want to look at the development of the Christian Church. How and why did the organization of the Christian Church and its relations with the state change during the 4th and 5th centuries? What were the chief characteristics of the Benedictine monasteries, and what was their role in the conversion of Europe to Christianity and in the intellectual life of the Germanic kingdoms? We will then head east to look at the Byzantine Empire. We will want to ask, how did the Byzantine Empire that emerged by the 8th century differ from the empire of Justinian and from the Germanic kingdoms in the West? Then we will head south and look at the rise of Islam, examining the basic message of Islam and analyzing why it was able to expand so successfully. Then we will look at the first major empire after the end of the Roman Empire, and that would be the empire of Charlemagne, the world of the Carolingians. What was the significance of Charlemagne's coronation as emperor, and in what ways did the political and intellectual and daily life in the Carolingian Empire represent a fusion of Gallo-Roman, Germanic, and Christian practices? By now, it should be becoming clear that no empire lasts. So we will look at the disintegration of the Carolingian Empire and focus specific attention on the impact that the Vikings had on the history and culture of medieval Europe after the fall of the Carolingian Empire. With a power vacuum left after the collapse of the Carolingian Empire, we want to see the emergence of the world of lords and vassals, fief holding, and how it was related to manorialism. And then we head back east again to look at the zenith of the Byzantine civilization, analyzing the chief developments in the empire between 750 and 1000. From Byzantium, we'll head north and look at the Slavic peoples of Central and Eastern Europe, examining the patterns of development that occurred in Central and Eastern Europe as a result of the Slavic people. And then we will conclude the module with a return to Islam, looking at the chief developments of the Islamic world between 750 and 1000.